Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Ravens Outpost, and this is Coffee with Lee. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I see Claude is here. Max is here. My hat's off to you, brother. That was a late night. Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. Maggie Doors here. Good morning, Mr. Lee. Good morning or good afternoon, sir. How's everybody doing this morning or this afternoon? Hope everybody's doing okay. Super chicken. Yes. Yes. Oh, Sandpiper. That's right. Sandpiper. Let's see. Yeah, where is Mogs? That's all good. He'll show up when he's ready. Uh, I did want to talk about something, though. Good morning, Ray. Good morning. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Love you too, man. Oracles and beyond. Well, hello. Good morning. Oh, Eric's here. How you doing, Rick? Hope everything's going good. Trying to send out some good vibes your way, Hoss. Let's see. I'm waiting for everybody to jump in here before I get started. Hey, Russell. Good morning, Brandy. How are you doing this morning? All right. Well, so far I'm okay, Brandy. I'm doing okay. I do appreciate you asking. Well, I'm going to start the morning off, and I'm going to get this out of the way. It's something I wanted to talk about, and I want to talk about the channel itself and um, its growth. It's where it's going. Good morning, Michael Haywood. How are you doing? Um, and my vision for the future. Um, I love my live streams. I do, and I love being able to, contact or stay in contact with everybody. And we have great conversations. We really do. But I miss getting out in the field, and I really do. I really do miss that. And and I've said it before and I'll say it again, I consider you guys as much a part of this channel as I am. I mean, you guys help float this boat on this big ocean we're on called YouTube. And this is my vision for the future of this channel. I would love to get this channel monetized. I would love to grow a big viewer base. Doing that would cause YouTube to pay me. Paying me would allow me to gather the funds to get out here, buy decent equipment, be able to get out in the field and do many documentaries and little shows, maybe live shows from certain areas, and bring you guys along with me. Now, I'm an independent content creator. I'm small time, very small time, not independently wealthy, so I'm going to depend on that revenue to do something like that because I've got a lot of other stuff going on in the background. And here's how everybody here can help me out to promote this channel, if you could. Pick somebody in your friends list. If you like this content, share it. Hit the like button. Leave comments. Every time you leave it, what happens is it promotes the algorithm on YouTube and promotes this channel to be seen. And if you're able to share this video, just take 30 seconds, hit the share button and pick somebody to share it with, copy the link or put it on your news feed on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, post it on Facebook. Maybe people will see it. Maybe they'll come by and spread the word. So many businesses have been, homegrown and prospered and strived on word of mouth, on a reputation. And like I said, if you like what I do and you want to see this channel grow, please hit that like button, share it. And if you're not getting notifications, check and see if you're subscribed. Check and make sure that notification bells are on. That way, everybody will be, getting their morning fix with me and our coffee. But like I said, eventually, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to see this channel grow. To initially get monetized, you need 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours watched. I'm halfway there to all of it. And maybe you guys can help me out with that. And with that being said, let's get into this morning's segment, huh? I want to talk about something a little controversial. People in the Bigfoot world, the ufologists and paranormal investigators they conflict about, and that's the relation of one with the other. Is there a relation? There's some say that there are relations between, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Force folk, whatever you want to call them, UFOs and the paranormal. Some places run the gambit. And I've actually been to a place where that has happened, and it's not too far away from me. And it's really weird. It's hard to say if it's all connected or if it's just a series of events. I don't want to say coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. But I brought up an article, and I mentioned this fellow before. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Stan Gordon or not, but this is from an article from the Tribune Democrat. Uh, this is from October 10th of this year. Let's say Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Stan Gordon said the past year or so has been an unusually active period for Bigfoot and UFO sightings and all kinds of weird stuff locally. The author, researcher, and lifelong Greensburg resident have gave a presentation on Sunday at the Johnstown Masonic event and conference center on reports of paranormal phenomena in the region. He says, we have a very good UFO photograph taken in daylight. I believe it was May 14th this year over the Chestnut Ridge outside of Latrobe. And that's a very active area year after year for Bigfoot sightings. Gordon said during an interview before the event. He also said, so a lot of activity goes on from the Chestnut Ridge and then comes up here to the Laurel Ridge area. They're very active year after year with UFO reports, Bigfoot reports, and other phenomena. Gordon said he didn't know why the reason has been so active. There are many unanswered questions we don't have answers for, Gordon said. It's just an area that historically has been very active with such reports. He's been studying Bigfoot and UFOs for decades. Gordon says, when I got involved investigating Bigfoot back in the 60s, I was of the opinion that Bigfoot was some type of unknown animal, unknown primate, Gordon said. But then 1973 came around, and at first we were the largest wave of UFO sightings ever documented, with hundreds of cases all year here in Pennsylvania. But then in the summer of 1973, we had a major outbreak of Bigfoot sightings throughout western PA and other areas. And that's when some very strange things began to come to our attention. His opinion about Bigfoot has changed since then. For lack of a better term, I think we're dealing with something that's interdimensional, non-extraterrestrial from another planet, but something from another reality that's so beyond our present scientific understanding, we just don't understand it, which is why we have no bodies of Bigfoot, Gordon said. Approximately 100 people attended this lecture titled Strange Aspects of the Elusive Bigfoot. The Masonic Temple, we're just looking for different types of events to throw here now that we've opened up the rooms upstairs to a general public. Chris Watkins, a member of the Greater Johnstown Lodge, 538 F and AM, and an event organizer, said, with Halloween coming, we figured something paranormal would be kind of a good thing to throw. We had a pretty good turnout. There is some interest. A lot of people love Bigfoots and UFOs and all that. And that's about the end of the article. But I find it interesting that Stan said that and let's see. He said, for the lack of a better term, I think we're dealing with something that's interdimensional. And I've heard a lot of people mention that too. Do we know that for sure? No. I mean, nothing's written in stone because we just don't know. We haven't interviewed one. That's the one guest I would love to get on my show. No, not Stan Gordon. Bigfoot. Dude, wouldn't that be cool? Let's go back over here. Who all's here this morning? Chat's alive. Let's see. Harry Man, hoaxes and hoodwinks. Nikki, good morning. Lord S, good morning. Yep. I think so. There you go. Who's down for a quick chat this morning? Talk about this subject, Bigfoot, UFOs, and the paranormal. And a sip of coffee.
Morning, Lee.
Good morning, Russell. How you doing this morning?
Pretty good. How you doing, man?
Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Just having a little bit of coffee, a little bit of conversation.
Got my coffee right here. That's why I was late, Mr. Lee. I had to get the coffee, And 20 minutes ago I was elbow deep in grease and motor oil.
Oh shit.
So I had to shower and stuff. Oh no, I'm changing Stevie's. She's got a O2 escape and it's got an oil leak somewhere. So I'm just changing the valve cover gaskets right now, and then I'll go from there, It's just too much oil is coming out, and I'm not sure where it is. So start with what I think it should be, or where it would be coming from. So
yeah, that would be my first thought is the valve cover gasket. But I'm no, I'm no mechanic, and I don't claim to be.
I'm not either. I'm a shade tree mechanic.
at best. That's what I am. So what do you think? Go ahead.
About?
Well, the correlation between Bigfoot, UFOs, and the paranormal. Is there a relation to it, or is it just a series of events that have happened?
Well, I think you really need to define paranormal. Like, I don't know. There's to me, paranormal is like ghosts, spirits. I guess if you were getting into like portals and stuff like that, that would be paranormal.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think Bigfoot abilities would be more, to me, I always said supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different to me. I mean, or hypernatural, if you don't want to use supernatural. Just, I think they have abilities like their speed and that we just don't understand. Like we can't fathom. Normal for them, abnormal for us,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You hear the stories of UFOs and Bigfoot or orbs and Bigfoot. I don't know. When Bigfoot lands in my yard flying a UFO, then I'll go, okay, yeah, they're related, but it's possible. Who knows? I'm more along the lines of flesh and blood with talents.
Yeah.
They have talent.
Well, I'm in the flesh and blood camp too, but I also believe that there's something, like you said, there's something about them that puts them above and beyond something else.
Oh, absolutely. Whether or not they pass through to different dimensions, I don't know. I've experienced weird stuff in my life that was paranormal.
Yeah.
I don't know where like psychic stuff falls in. Is that a paranormal? Is it supernatural? Is it, is it none of the above? I don't know where that would categorize, but like my experiences, I've had experience psychically. Weird shit happens to me. Ghosts, but nothing, no UFO sightings, no Bigfoot. Heard things out in the woods, not too much, but one of those where you go, did you hear that?
Right.
So I don't know. I don't rule anything out. I have to keep an open mind. I figure if I believe and I've experienced the paranormal, you know, and I believe in that, why wouldn't I believe in something flesh and blood? You know, give that a chance. You know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But it's a topic that a lot of people like to shy away from. Anything that's regarded as paranormal related to Bigfoot, a lot of organizations want to throw that out and
Oh yeah,
discount that.
that's just they don't like BFRO, for instance. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they're just they don't want anything to do with the woo factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even I wouldn't even like recently I just heard that somebody, I think Arizona Squatch, Kevin, his buddy sent in or somebody sent in a report to the BFRO who they should have known better because you know they don't have a great reputation. And sure as shit, they're excuse me, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Their report got edited, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
this was recently. It just surprises me that people still send them stuff, you know, knowing that they do have a what's the word? I wouldn't say an agenda, but they have a narrative they want to follow,
Yeah.
and Woo was not involved.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it definitely doesn't fit their agenda. And they're strictly flesh and blood, no paranormal stuff. There, a lot of them are in that a North American great ape, um, camp still. And that's where I started out, man. I did, and I was one of those people once.
I started out just listening to stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I stumbled upon Sasquatch Chronicles,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, at first you're like, "Oh, what is this? You know, is this they serious about this?" And then after like 10, you know, shows, you're like, "Huh, you know, maybe there's something to this." And then by the 100th show, you know, and the 1,000th show, you know, you if you pay attention, you learn a lot just from firsthand accounts. Um, so I didn't even think about great ape or apes, or it was just I don't know. I learned from it through stories before I got into like now everybody, you know, all these different researchers and like I had never heard of Meldrum and all these other people.
Right.
Um, so the way I kind of learned about it, it didn't, they were just through stories, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't, and then it was later on where you had I heard all these different theories and then, you know, it's so divided.
It
There's so
really
many
is.
different theories. And like I said, you can't rule anything out. So,
And there's so many people out there who aren't willing to explore that avenue, or say, okay, you take this field, and this is what I would love to see happen. You take this area, you study what they like to call the woo, and we'll study this flesh and blood stuff, and then we'll come back and we'll compare notes, and then we'll see what goes on from there. It's how many similarities do we have? Don't leave out anything, you know.
well, ask the same person who doesn't believe um, Bigfoot has paranormal attached, but then ask them, well, have you ever seen a ghost or do you believe in ghosts? Oh yeah. I've talked to people like that. It's like, wait a minute. You believe in
Mm-hmm.
ghosts, but Bigfoot can't be anywhere near paranormal. You know, it's like, why not?
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know, dude. Oh, we got to talking about this last night, me and a couple of others, and this is just kind of it's on my mind. And it was woke up this morning. I said, you know what? I'm going to do a show about this. I'm going to talk about this a little bit. Um,
You know, people are they claim to be open minded, but then I think they're not really. You know, like there's
right.
somebody who's just adamant that Bigfoot isn't doesn't, you know, there's no such thing as mind speak with
Hmm.
Bigfoot. I'm like, why not? I've done it with humans, so why not? Wouldn't something that their whole goal is to stay unfound, stay hidden, and just avoid humans. So why couldn't they have that ability? Supposedly we had it and we lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, they're quiet. They want, they don't want to make a whole shitload of noise in the woods. Oops, sorry, and in the woods, and you know, I believe they have that ability. You hear it all the time. People claiming it spoke to me in my head. Why not?
Right.
What's up, Stevie? Didn't see you there.
There's so many stories of all this psychic talk led me down the road of investigating MK Ultra, mind control, and the ESP event they had going on through the
Oh yeah,
CIA.
and remote viewing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, looking at the documents that they've released to the public, you read that. I mean, go through all those documents. It's documented. The stuff is real. It's happened, and it's put forth by our government. It's unredacted. I mean, it's right there for everybody to see. Yeah, they did it, and yeah, they've proven it happened. Do they still do it? That's a good question. But the fact that humans can do it, not all of us, but some of us, I believe we all have that innate ability.
It's practice, I think.
Exactly.
Can I control what I have? Hell no. I don't. It just
Mm-hmm.
happens, occasionally.
It's like
um,
it's like how you're really close with someone, a best friend or your spouse, and you can tell what they're wanting or thinking before they even say it. And
no,
I mean,
Stevie and I do it all the time,
yeah.
but I've done it with other people I've never even met. you know, from 500 miles away.
I hear you. I hear you. Let's see. There's a
I'm just
lot
reading
being
the
said.
chat.
Yeah, I am too. Hmm.
So yeah, I heard you want to expand your channel, huh?
Well, yeah. I would like to see it grow. I
Absolutely.
would. You know. Um, I would also like to get to the point where YouTube pays me to go out and make more content. I think that would be nice. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's not a terrible goal.
It's no, it's not a terrible goal, but it's a long and arduous task.
It
I
really
mean,
is.
well, if you do it right, see, I don't put time into this. Like I don't put all the hashtags and everything that draws attention to my channel because I'm not looking to get huge. I am
Mm-hmm.
content with the people that are in my chat, these amazing people that are here now that come to my chat. If you get too big and for me, I mean, anybody else go for it. But for me, it's very intimate. I'd love to see more people show up, but I don't want to get huge to where chat gets ignored or chat goes by too quick, or you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've made a lot of friends in the past 2.5 years that I've been going live, and um, some people come and go, and but there are a group that just hang on,
Mm-hmm.
and we become friends and family. So I know I could do everything I could if I invested the time in this, my channel would grow. I just don't. I don't know if I'm lazy. I'm just, but we'll see. Come the new year, things might turn around. Oh, right on.
Yeah. It was after I was on your show that my channel started to explode.
Well, you better pop on tonight too.
If I can.
I
What
go
time
on
you
at
going
9
on?
Eastern.
Okay.
And we'll promote it.
I'll try to be in chat. I got to work tonight.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you're still on by the time I'm off work, I sure as hell will pop on if
Yeah, at
if you're still
minimum
on.
2 hours we're on.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes it goes over, depends who's there. But
Right.
yeah, that's the thing I've been doing since the beginning was promoting other people's shows. Somebody
Right.
just starting out, oh yeah, come on, dude. Come and hang out and let's talk about what your goals are and let's promote your show. I had who was it? Connor from
Mm-hmm.
Bigfoot Anonymous. He used to send people my way all the time. Like he'd meet somebody or somebody anywhere, and he'd be like, "Oh, you got to go on Mogs show. He'll get you on. He'll promote your show." And I'd see somebody strange pop up backstage. I'm like, "Oh, Connor sent me." Sure enough, as soon as they come on, yeah, Connor sent me. It's like, "Hey, welcome," and it's fun promoting. I like to see people, get out there and do this, and you know, I have a ball doing it. And it's a little nerve wracking at times because the way I do the show is I don't have a plan. I just pop on and see what happens. You know, I don't
Yep.
I don't come in with a thought of, okay, today we're going to talk about this. No, it's today we're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. That's why I created it, because I wanted to know why the fascination was. Why do I see the same people every night, every day in different chats? What brings you here? Why this genre, right? Why Bigfoot? Why, the paranormal? So it would seem to me that everybody would have a story. I just wanted to hear everybody's story, you know?
Yeah,
So,
I've kind of noticed that too. It's a whole community. They will they will and I was part of that wave that would go from one show to the next
oh,
from way up in the morning. I mean,
me too. Hell, I was, and I moderated for a long time before I even started a show. I was moderating Bigfoot Odyssey and Texas. I think I'm still a moderator of on Texas show. Hidden Existence. I just had, I had like 5 wrenches at once. One time I did 2 shows. I moderated 2 shows at the same time. And the only
daggone.
people who caught it who were watching both shows at the same time. But yeah, it's just fun. So I've known most of these people before I even started my show.
Right, right. Most of the people that show up here in chat were in chat with me before I even started doing something like
Yeah.
this.
Sorry, but a lizard just fell from the sky.
Wow.
No, there's a skylight above me, and it must have been crawling around the edge of it, and it just like fell right next to me. I was like, "What the hell was that?" And it was a lizard about that long. Richie, you going hunting today? Be safe, man.
Nice.
Dawn's letting you out, huh? Right on. Richie's cool. I've last Christmas we spent with Richie, and
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, and I think New Year's Eve. Yeah, Stevie and I went down to their house and hung out. Great people.
Oh
Really
yeah.
good.
Richie's here every morning. I see some new faces popping in here every now and then. Forensic Mystics. Good morning. I don't think I've seen you here before.
Seeing good new names is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because you see them like that. It's like, oh wait, that's new.
Yeah.
Because you get used to the same people all the time. So
All the time. Let's see. Jay Fritz. How you doing this morning, Jay? Yeah, I'm kind of like you. I like to understand where everybody in chat stands. I like to ask these questions, and lots of times chat will take off, and they're very knowledgeable here, and I tend to learn something every day.
Hold on. Sorry, got a text.
Ray says I'm knee deep in the rabbit hole. I had to limit my channel list. I understand that.
Oh, we're all got our heads in some hole.
That's fact.
Well, you know, if you're involved in any part of this, you know, you're in a hole.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fact. There's no two ways about that.
Mr. 3PO, I will talk fishing if I want to, says Stevie. That's funny. Yeah, I created a monster there. I introduced Stevie B to bass fishing. She's hooked.
Ah. I tell you, got some knowledgeable people out here.
Richie Evans, the bottom guy. That was funny. I don't know whose show it was. Oh, it was Nikki's show. Saturday, I think it was. And Richie was in chat and he referred to Rick Dyer as the bottom guy because he was on the bottom. He didn't like, he's just like, yeah, well, what's this bottom guy?
The bottom guy.
Yeah. Danny Stan, what's up? Greetings from South Carolina.
Wow. I ain't seen you in a long time, Danny. Good morning. Clank them spoons.
Oh, that was Sunday's show. Sorry, Nick.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
It was a good show. Nikki, just go watch it. You'll appreciate it.
I will. I've heard a little bit about it.
I want to say something, but I don't.
I know. I've heard a little bit about it. Nikki, I've got to go back and watch this show because it's trickling around everywhere about this show you had. It's pretty good. How you doing this morning? You get everything uploaded like you're supposed to last night there, Jeff? We had a long conversation last night.
Ray Dawes got the answer. Online delivery.
Yeah. She also says, I've left this property 3 times in 5 years, 1 birthday and 2 vet visits for my dog, not me. Rubs my studies.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's like Judy Wheeler. When those guys came out to Arizona, it was Stevie B, Jay Fritz, and Judy Wheeler. Judy had never been west of Arkansas. So we took her to the Grand Canyon and she was just in awe. You know, that was amazing. I'm so thrilled to be able to do that.
That's awesome.
But it's just weird for me, and I get it, but to hear people who haven't left their own town, you know, It's like, you live once, go cross the county line, do something, you know. There's so much to see out there. I get, you know, it's not practical for some, but I think,
some people are so happy and content with the life they've got. They just, why change it? You know, I've known people like that, older people like that.
Well, set in their ways, you know.
Yeah, I like to roam around.
Well, I was talking to somebody recently. They're a teacher, and she's been at it for like 16 years, and she was talking retirement, and then she was talking, oh well, maybe I'll stay until I'm 60 something, and she's not, I don't even think she's 50 yet. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't waste your whole life in one spot. She's like,
Yep.
well, I have this to consider and this to consider. I said, I appreciate it. And it was just, but life is meant to be lived and not just, you're stuck. And I think in a week she's going on a cruise. So she's living a little, but, you know, I was just like, oh my God, how can you, work until that long? I mean, in the same job.
Right.
And I didn't go that route. I do regret it at times, but I survive.
Yeah, there's so much to do, so much to see. I don't know. I was at the same job for a long time, but I was able to get out and move around, do things, go places,
Sure.
and I took advantage of it.
Absolutely. My dad got us, interested in traveling, I think, because when we were kids, we'd do cross country trips, you know, Colorado, from New Jersey to Colorado,
Mhm.
twice when I was a kid. Um, New England, all that. Where else? I'm getting all these messages popping up. Sorry.
That's
So my
all
dad
good,
got
man.
us really into the traveling. I've been out of the country once. I went to Italy for 2 weeks, and that was cool. But I really, people say, "Oh, I want to go here and I want to go." I just want to see what's in this country first. I want to experience what we have in our backyard first.
Absolutely. Yeah, my dad got me interested in traveling too, but for the opposite reason. We never went anywhere. he was he was one of those homebodies, man. I mean, he had his places he liked to go, and that's about it. Um, we went to North Carolina and we went to West Virginia. That's about it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to see the world. I'm going to see something. Get out here. And I've traveled around a bit.
Right on. Richie says he's seen 35 out of 50 states.
Nice.
Hmm. I've lived in a few states. I'm just trying to think how many. New Jersey, New York, New Hampshire. Okay, the news are out of the way.
Right.
North Carolina for briefly, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Arizona, Florida. I think that's it. And that's in the
Where's
past 12 years.
where was your favorite place to live?
Um, hmm. Hmm. That's a good question. Each place had something, a little more unique than the last, or the one, like Wisconsin, their winters suck, but their fishing's amazing.
Yeah.
um, and it's pretty up there. I grew up on the Jersey Shore, so I was always like a beach bum.
Right.
Uh, Arizona was different. That was a really different environment, which was cool. I mean, you had the desert, and then an hour away, you had the forests.
Hmm.
What else? North Carolina was cool. Um, but I think my favorite was growing up on the Jersey Shore, as a kid.
Right.
That's where I have the fondest memories.
I've been kind of wanting to go to visit the Pine Barrens there.
Yeah, well, where I lived was like the woods behind my house and all next to me were like they were connected to the Pine Barrens. So it would have been
Hmm.
like the northeast corner of the Pine Barrens. Pine Barrens is pretty cool. I've canoed through there when I was younger. I never saw anything, but growing up with the legend of the Jersey Devil, which is pretty cool because to me, it's like out of all the cryptids out there, it's like one of the only cryptids that has a genesis story. You know, it was born.
Mm-hmm.
It was the 13th child of a woman named Mother Leeds,
Mm-hmm.
and supposedly she cursed it. You know, just give this one to the devil or whatever. And when it came out normal, and then transformed and flew up the chimney, and a legend was born.
Yeah.
Literally, wasn't me. Yep. Hold on.
All right. That's somewhere I wanted to go. Talking about the Jersey Devil. That's one of the cryptids that I would love to try and investigate. That and the Mothman.
That's Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
That was where that happened. The Sterling Bridge or
Sterling.
something.
Yeah.
Was it?
Thank you.
Or
I think
Silver
that's
Bridge.
right.
It might be silver, so I might have it confused. I'm not sure.
Mm.
Stevie, that was a plate crashing in the kitchen. Obviously, it wasn't me.
Yeah, you're right there. Silver Bridge. It was a silver bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because the town I grew up in on the Jersey Shore was Point Pleasant.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that far away from me as far as things go. I mean, probably about 4.5, 5 hours away for me, I think.
You know, I went last year. I was here in Florida. I started in Arizona, came to Florida, went back to Arizona because I had things I had to take care of there. My dad was sick, and came back to Florida. But in those trips, I kind of took advantage of it. You know, since I'm traveling, I might as well stop and see people, or stop and meet people, or go to these places that you hear about, like Brown Springs in Oklahoma, you know, on the Oklahoma Texas border, uh, Land Between the Lakes, you know, up in Kentucky. I camped there for a week. Um, so it was kind of cool going back and forth. I was like, you know what, I got to stop. And I stopped in Alabama and hooked up with some people that are you know, subscribers, friends, you know, now, you know,
Right.
they showed me around their town, and you know, it's just I'm you got to take advantage of those situations. You know, these guys
Absolutely.
spend so much time, you know, listening to me babble on my channel that if I'm able in their neighborhood, I'm going to knock on their door and be like, "Hey
Absolutely.
guys, what are you doing? Want to go to lunch?" You know.
Let's see.
And I've met so many great people.
Broke the family heirloom. You can make big bucks. Shoot.
Wasn't her plate either.
Max says I don't answer the door. Quit, Max. Quit. I get it. I get it, dude. uh,
Sorry.
that's all good.
Ray says she loves the mountains. Yeah, mountains are cool. Like growing up on the beach, my dad would take us camping into the not that Jersey has mountains, but they have hills.
Right.
Call it the high country. So I kind of enjoy it both. And down here in Florida, there's no mountains. The highest point is like a bridge
Right.
or a speed bump.
Kind of like southern parts of Georgia and Alabama. I mean, all of it down there is pretty flat.
Yeah, Alabama's pretty flat. Oh, that was another one. Alabama. I stayed there for like a month. I was in lower Alabama, down in Dozier.
Yep. And Mississippi is the same way. And Louisiana. Gosh almighty. I wish I could have saw more of Louisiana, though. I only saw a small portion of it.
I went to, I can't remember the name of the forest. It was a national forest. I camped for like a night. I went and saw, I don't know. I thought I saw Claude in chat earlier. Claude Knoll.
Yep.
He hangs out up there. So I went and visited him and camped out for a night and hung out. And, another great guy. You know, I have a walking stick he made for me.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, these the people that are in your chat, in my chat, in this community are just, they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're and generous. And you know, I stopped in Mississippi on the way here the first time, and I learned the true definition of Southern hospitality. You know, I stayed with someone, and it was just like, wow. You know, wake up and there's a 5-course breakfast on the table, and you're like, it's just me. What's all this food here for? You know, somebody went out of their way. You know, it was just. And then I got to Florida, and it just went to shit because I was like, oh, I'm in the real South. You know, I'm down south, and where's the Southern hospitality? Everybody's from New York here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's natives, but it's just the first time I got down here, walked into a Home Depot, and all I hear is a New York accent. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, everybody retires and goes down there.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, it's a great group of people. So, and you know, you've been doing this long enough that you know.
Oh yeah,
You see the same people all the time, you know. So,
I mean, it's therapeutic.
Max is in Cape Cod, 10 feet above sea level.
Right.
Shit, I think my ex-brother-in-law lives on the Cape. I know he did.
That's probably why he likes getting out in the freaking mountains.
Of course, Jeff's hung out in a few bars in Fairmount. Hell, I've even fished Massachusetts.
Aw. That's great.
Oh, thank you, Stevie. Yeah, we were friends. We were like best friends before we even met. You know, we met in chat and started talking, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, we just, you know, we have a connection. It's just, you never know who you're going to meet here. You know, we went on the 168, and we made lifelong friends. You know, in a week.
Wow.
There's Claude. What's up, buddy?
Yep. Come on down. The weather's fine. It's cold here.
We're about to get a little cold snap. It's Florida, so it's like 40 is cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like to talk about the weather because I feel bad for everybody else. You know, California's got plowed with snow, and now the plains are getting nailed with snow, and there's terrible storms in the southeast and moving up the coast, and I'm cranky because it's going to be 60.
Right. It's 38 right now here.
I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, dude, and Crocs,
Yeah. Nice.
sitting outside on the patio.
Nice.
I feel guilty for saying that.
Don't, man. That's why people go to Florida.
Yeah, I'm done with winter. It's kind of weird because I love the snow, but I hate the cold.
Well, I deal with the cold better than I deal with the heat. That's for
I'm
sure.
the opposite. I mean, you can only take so much off, but you can keep layering on and on if you're cold. But
yeah.
No, I experienced Wisconsin cold, so that turned me completely off the cold. I was like,
Yeah.
Because I left Arizona and moved to Wisconsin. It's night and day.
Jeff says we have trees falling over today from snow load on and ice. Yeah, I bet. Shoot, he lost power last night while he was doing his show. He was just getting ready to sign off when all of a sudden he wasn't there anymore. It was just me and Max last night.
What time did he go on? Because I was looking for him, and then I probably went to bed before he came on, but I thought he was coming on.
He went on about 9:00 last night, a little after.
Oh, wait, Max?
Oh, Jeff. Mm-hmm. Jeff.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Max was a guest on Jeff's show last night, and right at the very end, I popped on, and we hung out for a while and talked. And it was a good conversation. But yeah, I mean, he's sitting there, and all of a sudden he's gone. It's just me and Max. I was like, well, should we keep this going? So yeah, he finally popped in. He had to restart everything.
Stevie says she's going to be the only ass backwards person that moves up north when she retires. Well, she's originally from the DC area.
Oh, God bless her.
She's been in Florida for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's done with Florida. And I get it. It's new to me. So it's like I'm still in that woohoo.
Right.
An hour either way, and I can saltwater fish, or I got the whole middle of the state to freshwater fish. So I'm happy.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do probably eventually do a fishing show.
That would be cool, man. That would be cool.
22 years in February she's been here in Florida, Stevie B.
Wow.
Mr. Lee, I'm not wearing flip-flops. Crocs.
I kind of like my Crocs.
I'm new to them. Still undecided. I like to wear I have sandals that have the straps, so that's what I usually wear. But we went down Thanksgiving. We went down to the same campground that we did the 168 at. And I went out in sandals and got destroyed by fire ants.
Ooh, Lord.
So I haven't worn the sandals since.
I don't doubt that.
No, I did boots the rest of the trip down there. Yeah, that sucked.
Ray says, your ankle's a little white there, Mogs.
I saw that when I left. I was like, whoa. Oh, you should see the tan lines from the sandals. I have like bars going across my feet.
That's
weird ass
funny.
tan lines.
Jeff asked if they make fur-lined Crocs.
You just wear them with socks. Flip flips? The hell's a flip flip, Richie? Flip flop? Moog's feet was on fire. Yes. That's brutal. Because one bite sucks. 50? I couldn't. I like I had to suck it up because I had to put shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, you wake up and they leave these blisters, and it looks like it's just gnarly. But when they bite you, that venom, it feels like your foot's on fire. So get bit 50 times or whatever. Might not have been 50, but close.
I can't imagine, man. I've never had to deal with fire ants before.
That was Thanksgiving. They're still not healed.
Damn.
Crocs and socks.
Right. Yeah, I got an old buddy of mine that does that stuff. He's a young guy too. I said, "Man, you look like an old man walking around there." I said, "But I'm comfortable." What you do, you man.
That's it. I have to order a new pair of boots. Mine are kind of shot. I've been using the same. Well, these boots that I've been wearing, they were cool. I got them at Tractor Supply, but I'm for the past 10 years, maybe a little longer. I've always worn the same type of boot. I've been through like 8 pairs of them in 10 years. They're called Original SWAT. It's a tactical boot, but they're feather light. It's like putting on a slipper,
right?
You don't have to break them in. You don't have to, no blisters, nothing. Just like, so I got to find a place either sells them or I got to order them online. I miss those boots.
I used to wear boots like that. They were my duty boots, man. We got a stipend to buy our own boots, and I went with Bates. And Bates Ultralight Enforcers were just like wearing a light tennis shoe, man. Yeah. It was great.
And these they look more like a work boot.
Yeah.
They don't have that tactical look to it, but they were comfortable. Pyromedic has lined Crocs.
I've actually seen those. Brandy says, I often wonder why men wear those shorts that cut right above the knee than those long socks that cut right below the knee. Might as well wear pants. I guarantee, yeah.
I'm weird with shorts. I don't like shorts above the knee. I wear them.
Hello.
I have them, but
pop in and say hello from the north of England.
Welcome.
Hello. Welcome to the chat. Good to have you. That's the other thing
is doing a show in the morning. You get more of the chance for like a European crowd because of the time difference.
I've got so many people here that actually watch the show that are in Europe. And when I was doing the late shows, I mean, they were in bed and they couldn't interact with anything. They could leave, they could leave the messages, and all like that, but they couldn't interact with chat. And so, I'm working late nights. So I can't do the late night thing much anymore. So I figured, you know what? Let's revamp this. Let's try to do something a little different. I thought about doing a daytime show. I toyed with it once, and it seemed like it went okay.
Sorry.
You laughing at that? Yeah. But I'm like, let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, I wanted to do a short shorter hour-long segments. Like I'm gonna be wrapping it up here in a minute. We've been on here an hour.
Damn.
Yeah, and it don't take long, man. But
No,
hour-long segments.
like I do 2 hours and it flies by. I'm like, how the hell does 2 hours go by that quick?
I know. It's last night when we were talking. I mean, Jeff wrapped the show up probably about around, I don't know, I want to say about around 11 o'clock. And we were backstage talking for another hour and a half. Easy.
I
Hour and a
haven't
half,
done
2
a
hours. No.
backstage hangout in a long time. Like on my show, people
Yeah.
just leave. They're just like, no, see you later. I haven't went backstage in a long time and just hung out with people. Jeff, it ain't happening, brother. He says Mogs needs to get some Reno 911 shirts and let her buck.
Right.
No. So yeah, man. Like I said, I will be on tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want to stop in,
Cool.
feel free, man. I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you, you know, get monetized and grow. It's just like the way I've done it. You know, I've been monetized for 2 years and I've made about $200.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, so I'm not in it for the money, obviously.
Right.
But I think if I applied myself, it might be lucrative. Maybe it's tough. If it's a tough genre, you know.
It really is. I don't. And another thing is, you know, I'm being as transparent as I can here, and I'm saying this here live in front of God and everybody. Yeah, I want to make money doing this. I would love to do this because it's something I love to do.
Sure.
And I'm not asking anyone here in chat for money, and I ain't gonna. I would just like to be able to, you know, make enough money off of YouTube to where I could, you know, finance little expeditions here and there and go get back out in the field and do the stuff I used to do when I first started doing this
Sure.
stuff. You know, I mean, and I don't want to take away from my live shows either because I love this. This is great. This interaction, you know, it's very personable.
Oh, that's what I love about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the way I do it, putting the link in chat, you never know what you're going to get.
That's true.
And thank
That's
God,
true.
I've never had an issue with somebody just randomly coming in chat and coming in on the show and causing problems. Because if you make it to backstage, I'll bring you on.
Right.
Know? And luckily, never had a problem. Knock on wood. Anything wood around here? I'm looking at the table. I'm like, nope, that's aluminum.
Right.
Apply yourself, Mogs. With if I did a fishing show, that would be, you know, that would get a lot more subscribers. Not that I'm looking for that, but that's where I'd rather make the money if I was going to do this for money, would be in something like that, in a fishing show.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I'm not like with everybody here, like they know I'm not about the money. I'm here to hang out with my friends. and give people a place to come to and hang out, and they want to talk about their experiences or if they had a bad day, whatever, you know, come on, tell us about it. You know, if they walk away feeling better than they did when they got there, then my job's done.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Sandra has said a couple of times that every time that she shows up here, she laughs. And that's a good way to start the day, I think.
I haven't seen too many channels that laugh as much as we do on our show.
Right.
Where, you know, nobody smiles more. Nobody, it's like we just have a ball. We just have fun with it, you know. And that's what it's about. Is have fun.
Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just spread the word, man. No. Because I would like to be able to go places and just film some stuff, and take everybody with me. I think that would be fun.
And even that costs money, because if your phone doesn't have a signal, you're going to end up buying some sort of hotspot or something, to just be able to go live out in the field.
Exactly.
Luckily, down here in Florida, I get a good signal almost anywhere. Like, I haven't found a spot where I didn't have a signal in Florida. When I was up in Arizona, like we were on the rim, nobody had a signal.
Really?
Nope.
Wow.
We had to travel like 5 miles just to get to the rim to like try to catch a signal from somewhere. Like Stevie, when they got lost up there, or they got stuck, they weren't really lost. We couldn't get in touch with them. We didn't know where they were. They couldn't get in touch with us. And, so I'm kind of thankful for the signal I have down here.
No doubt.
So it would be easier. Like if I want to do a live fishing show, I could do that, because you can get a signal everywhere down here.
That would be cool, though. I think that would go over real well.
And that's going to take, money, just because I'm going to have to get a new camera. But
right.
I won't ask anybody for it. I got it. I'll do it. Let's see. Why are you bagging on Jeff, Mr. Lee? Behave.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just giving you shit. I don't know.
I love to travel the country and go live in the woods.
It's a fact, though.
Yeah, I've had that problem with people coming on, and they're in remote places, so they fade in and out, which sucks because, like I think Old Buzzard's Roost, the first time he came on, we didn't know he was that funny because the signal was so bad that we didn't even get off the ground. And then the second time he comes on, and the third time, we had a pisser with him. It was just the funny guy. Everybody was laughing. If I end the show and my face hurts,
right,
that's a good show.
That is a good show. Oh, well, it's a quarter after the hour. We've been a little over. I appreciate you coming on, Mogs.
Oh, thank you,
man.
Me.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure, man. And I'll catch you tonight. I'll be probably driving a bus, but I'll be listening.
Right on.
I got this little mini Bluetooth speaker I'll hang up behind my seat, and I'll listen. That's how I do it.
I'm on Thursdays too, so if you're around then, anytime you want to pop on, just pop on. But yeah, I'm glad to help promote your channel.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
The first time.
A bunch. Yeah, dude, for sure. For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for stopping by here today again for another morning coffee with Lee. Thanks for participating in the chat. You guys are awesome. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You guys are float this boat all the time. And love y'all. And I mean it. And tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be here. Good Lord willing, that creek don't rise. So until then, everybody, goodbye. And I love you, mean it.
Have a great day, everybody. See you tonight.